Those folks back there are the board of directors for Parksville's Resort Drive community, and they're getting the part, yes, I'm saying that way on purpose, started early. We're going to tell you why. On today's show, training for a triathlon in canine style, and BC says no to the Northern Gateway Pipeline, or does it? That and more in the next 30 minutes. You are watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. The second annual party on the drive here on Resort Drive in Parksville doesn't take place until September the 8th, but plans are well underway now for accommodation. And if you want to participate as an artist or a food vendor, there is still time to do that. So we're going to tell you all about that event today on Go Island. There are many athletes who have trained and participated in triathlons, but Nanaimo is preparing for their first triathlon with dogs. Here's Kelly Robinson. As Kelly mentioned in her story, the Tri-Rough Canine takes place on September 21st at Westwood Lake, and you can register and get more information online, triroughcanine.com. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. We're having a party to practice for a big party that's coming up on September 8th. It's the second annual party on the drive, organized. This is Carrie Powell-Davidson, and this is very close to your heart, the second annual. Tell me first of all about the group of people who are coming together to make the event possible.
Sure. The group of people that are here are the general managers from all 7 resorts on Resort Drive here in Parksville, and they thought it would be a really good idea if they formed a collaboration, which we call the Parksville Resort Drive community.
Strength in numbers. Rather than competing with each other, let's work together, right?
And they're working together to put events on. The biggest one so far being Party on the Drive, and you know they've done they did a Halloween pumpkin walk, they've done Christmas light up, they did a cooperative daffodil planting to pretty up the drive even more. Nice. So it's really working well, and we're excited about getting started on our second annual Party on the Drive.
And this is pretty new. The organization has sort of started collaborating in the past year. The event last year, you were hoping for 1,000 people, which is a pretty high expectation, and you surpassed it.
Oh yeah, go big or go home. Is that how it goes? And yeah, last year we were really pleased to get about just under 2,000 people.
Wow.
And so this year what we're planning to do is double those numbers, and to do that we've made Party on the Drive even bigger and better.
And I can just picture this street here, Resort Drive, packed. Just packed with people.
Yep, absolutely. Now we don't close down the street because it's, you know, main access for emergency vehicles, but there are nice walking trails all the way along the drive. And people park in the designated parking in the resorts, and then they walk the whole drive. This is probably the biggest street party on Vancouver Island. They can join in our 6 stages. We have a wide variety of musical genres represented.
You just got a full 360.
Our food vendors are amongst some of the best in the province, I'm convinced of that. And of course our artists. And this year we're inviting artists from all over Vancouver Island. And yes, we still have some room, but they'd better get in quickly.
Great, and that's one of the reasons we're talking about this event now. It doesn't take place until September the 8th, but if you'd like to participate in the second annual Party on the Drive, you can contact, where should they call you? Because you're just so busy, you can take, you know.
Just visit our website. All the information is on there. That's resort-drive-events.ca.
Perfect. We're going to come back and talk to some of the food vendors and musicians that are participating in the event this year. In the meantime, BC says no to the Northern Gateway Pipeline, or does it? Here's Sean Leslie. That is Paul Drummond. He is the general manager of the Nanaimo Resort at Seaside Spa and Conference Center here in Parksville, and he's serving up some poutine that's probably unlike any poutine that you've ever seen before. We're going to have a closer look at that and try some, yes, later on this edition of Go Island. There's an event coming up in Nanaimo on June the 15th. It's the annual Multicultural Festival on Wesley Street in Nanaimo's Old City Quarter. The event runs from 10:30 until 3:30. There's an entertainment entertainment stage, family-oriented activities, vendor booths, and of course international food for you to try. Fabulous event, the Multicultural Festival on Wesley Street on June the 15th. We're going to be back with more on this edition of Go Island. We're talking about the second annual Party on the Drive in Parksville after a short break. Still ahead today on Go Island, an Esquimalt mascot is causing some controversy. Kim Rock with your big ticket concert listings and a visit to Crowsbury Farms on the Lower Mainland. That and more still ahead.
Oh, you said I was indecent. You told me not to call. I'm out here on the weekend, but I don't mind at all. So I'll just take my medication and sit right here in the back.
A very catchy tune from Dave Marco, an original called Medication. He'll be performing at the second annual Party on the Drive, September 8th. And I'm going to interrupt.
She drives a Cadillac.
Nice. What color Cadillac does she drive?
Well, it's a figment of my imagination.
Is this a dream of yours?
Yes, to me to go with a Cadillac, yes.
So you wrote this song. This is an original of yours.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, what's the motivation for it? Where'd the idea come from?
Oh, I moved to the island and there seems to be a lot of medication.
We were joking earlier. More people are medicated than not. It's just the island way. Actually, that's not true. I might get in trouble for saying that. You moved from Alberta. You worked on the oil patches. Has music always been a part of your life?
Yeah, I worked in the music for 25 years, and then when they brought in the VLTs, the music dried up for the single entertainers, so I went to the oil patch for 15 years. I quit music. Then when I came to the island, started back up again, and I'm much better now.
Now, I hear you do all different genres.
Yeah, folk, country, blues, rock, comedy.
Okay, comedy as a genre of music?
Yep.
Okay, can you give, and I haven't warned the camera person about this, can you do us a little snippet of a comedy music?
Well, I lived up in Arrington. I didn't get very many visitors, so I wrote a song, a romantic song for my dishwasher.
Oh, I don't think I've ever had that kind of relationship with my dishwasher.
Well, I've had many relationships. I've been married a couple of times, but I never felt this way before. It's always on my mind. Well, I've got the perfect dishwasher, best companion I've ever had. It doesn't want me to take it shopping. When I get home late, it doesn't get mad.
That is only a taste from Dave Marco. If you want more, you're going to have to come to the Party on the Drive on September 8th here at Resort Drive on Parksville. You can get more information online. An earlier song we heard from him, if you recall, was called Medication. Speaking of which, we're going to head to the Bong Warehouse now in Victoria. They've incorporated a mascot outside of their store, and some people aren't too happy about it. Yeah, munchies maybe about now. This is some fabulous poutine. It comes from Extreme Eats, which is a food truck you see around Parksville. It's Mark Chandler's truck. Is it an issue in Parksville with food trucks? I know there is some controversy in Nanaimo about it, but...
No, actually, City Council is very friendly to the trucks here. The business environment is actually quite receptive, and the Chamber of Commerce is a big reason for that. They've really been champions in trying to organize the food trucks, especially if they're not interfering with the local restaurants.
Okay, until the restaurants complain, I guess.
And, you know, we're all very respectful of the restaurants in this market. We actually buy a couple of our items through restaurants. We buy supplies through them. We support them, and we try not to be directly across from them. So where we operate is, you know, in areas that there's no restaurants in primarily. So.
And now we started showing you a shot of that poutine, which is like some poutine that I've never seen or heard of before. What have you got on?
Well, let's call it extreme poutine. Let's say that because basically what it is it's chunks of smoked ham. We got a little Montreal smoked meat in there. We have a applewood smoked bacon, real cheese curds. It's a 4-cheese blend in there as well. And then we do a bacon beer barbecue gravy with that. And you know, the caloric count is a little high,
Yeah.
but you just don't eat 2 portions and then you're okay.
Yeah, okay, and I'm going to take it a little bit wider. If I was to come to your truck on a diet,
Yeah.
would I have any hope of?
We would be able to fix you up with anything you want. We do a lot of salads. I mean, some of our salads do have bacon, like our BLT salad,
Yeah.
things like that. But, you know, in reality, we'll make you whatever you want if you've got dietary concerns. If you're, let's say you're a gluten person, you have gluten-free issues, we will have you just bring your bun to our truck and we'll butter your buns and we'll put some meat on it. So
That's great. Now
an
you're
awesome
going to
setup.
be here for the September 8th party on the drive.
We are. Last year we were. It was a very successful day for us. It kind of blew us away, actually, being the first year, and we were very impressed. So, yeah, we're excited to get back.
What was the energy, the atmosphere like?
Oh, man, we had a great band next to us, so it was a fantastic day for us. We had a coffee. Karma Coffee was next to us. Lots of really good variety of food, you know, Texas barbecue, Just Fries, all the other guys up and down the street were all friends of mine as well. So we really had a party ourselves within a party. So.
What a life. You get to work and bring your food and make people happy while participating in all of these great parties.
And my wife supports that, which is awesome. It's not very often you get an understanding wife that appreciates the work you do, and she's a great supporter of me. She helps me out too as well. So it's been a really good both a marriage in the food truck and also in marriage. So
Nice.
it's been awesome.
Maybe we need to give some tips to the musician because he's still in a romantic relationship with his dishwasher.
Well, and you know what? That's a problem.
I don't know if we're going to be able to help him with that.
No, we can talk later though. I've done a bit of counseling in the past. So.
Okay, thanks,
Yeah.
Mark. We'll see you September 8th,
All
Party
right.
on the Drive here at Resort Drive in Parksville. You can put that event on your calendar, and here's now Kim Rock with some other big ticket items that you might want to add to your summer calendar. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. We're having a great time here at a pre-party for the Party on the Drive, which is taking place September 8th on Resort Drive in Parksville. The more I'm hearing from musician Dave Marco, the more I'm liking a lot of very funny original tunes. We've heard about his relationship with his dishwasher, and we've also heard a song about his ex-wife getting remarried, and he unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, did not get invited to that particular wedding for some reason. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. We welcome back now our big summer series for what I think is the 5th year. If you do any summer vacationing in Canada, we hope that some things that you see in this series might give you some ideas of how to vacation in your own country. We're going to start things off on the Lower Mainland at the Crowsberry Farms. Here's Johanna Ward. The sun is shining, but it is windy today. I just heard a call that the TV poutine is ready, so a little shout out to Johanna Ward. She is a colleague. She works for Go Vancouver, hosting that show on the mainland. Wherever there is a Shaw TV, you will find a version of Go that is local to that community. You have been watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. Party on the Drive, second annual, September the 8th. I gotta go get the poutine before it gets cold because it looks so good. We'll see you next time.